Buddy, what's going on? Welcome back to the Sarah Boone trial. Welcome back to Alfonso Speaks. Before we get started today, you guys know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications, follow me on my social medias. We are getting into more of the Sarah Boone trial. This is I've only done a few episodes on this so far. I've told you guys I'm not as familiar with this one as I am with the Darrell Brooks trial. So for all of you who have been educating me and getting me up to speed on everything, thank you so much. It is not going unnoticed. I've been very bad about replying to comments lately. I will make sure I get back on that. But you guys have been wonderful. The last video did so great, 2.4 thousand views. That is remarkable. Seeing as though, we're just coming back from a very, very long break from Alfonso Speaks and just getting back into the swing of things. So a trial that's not Darrell Brooks doing that well on a video, I can't say anything but thank you guys so much for that support on that video. And let's give you guys some more. So in this video, Sarah Boone is trying to file a motion to block key evidence, um, and it ended up being denied. So let's see how that goes.
Now, got to get to our top story this morning. Another huge case in Florida that you've been following since the incident occurred back in 2020.
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to rewind it so that I can hear everything. I forgot to switch the audio to these headphones, so my bad. Let's do it.
Got to get to our top story this morning. Another huge case in Florida that you've been following since the incident occurred back in 2020. The suitcase murder trial for defendant Sarah Boone starts up on Monday. She's accused of murdering her boyfriend Jorge Torres by locking him in a suitcase back on February 25th of 2020. And her defense team is claiming that
I meant to pause it. So immediately I'm seeing defense tries to get an interrogation video tossed, and I'm automatically thinking to myself, how? Like, that interrogation video I have seen. What could they have possibly thought was in that interrogation video that should prevent it from being used? I'm very curious. Let's see.
Murdering her boyfriend Jorge Torres by locking him in a suitcase back on February 25th of 2020. And her defense team is claiming that the motion to get that 2-hour-long interrogation video suppressed has been denied. Now, we have not yet confirmed that information, but that is what the defense team is indicating, that video is going to come on in to this trial. They tried to keep it out. And she was claiming that her rights were violated and that she was coerced into the interrogation. She took the stand even in her suppression hearing on Wednesday.
Why is she always the victim in every story that she tells? I tell people all the time that that's a giant red flag to me. If in every single story of tragedy or discomfort somebody tells, they are the victim, that is a red flag. Like, I find myself, even when I am like now more days, because of the healing that I've done and just the growth that I've committed to putting myself through as a person, more often than not I am the victim if there's some type of issue, but that's because I don't start stuff with anybody. And I pretty much stay to myself, and I try to do right by people. But even sometimes I still mess up, and I have to like admit, like, hey, that one was on me. When it's on me, it's on me. It is what it is. Every single story I've heard, Sarah Boone's every video that I've watched, somebody's being mean to me. Oh, this judicial thing isn't fair. Even during the interrogation, oh, I did everything for Jorge. Oh, Jorge was beating on me. I put up with so much from him. I'm hearing in the comment section from you guys is that was not the case. In fact, the way that I thought that he died, I didn't even have the full story apparently. You guys are telling me that he was hit with a baseball bat, thrown down the stairs, and like, I didn't know any of this. For some reason, I believed the hide and seek story, but I think I believed it because I'm like, okay, maybe he was drunk enough to get in the suitcase and trust that she was going to let him out. But I didn't know everything that she had done. Like, that is crazy stuff. So, like, it's crazy to me that every single time I do one of these videos, I watch something Sarah Boone, it's always Sarah Boone is the victim in her own story. It's incredible.
Hey, take a look.
Was there any discussion about you being interrogated at the sheriff's department?
No.
Was your understanding the sole purpose of you going to the sheriff's department the next day was to pick up your phone?
Yes.
And the sole reason for the change in plans from them bringing the phone to you was because Detective Kupsel was pregnant and not feeling well?
Correct. I thought I was supposed to be picking my phone up over at a particular window, and he says, no, your phone is upstairs, so we would just like for you to come upstairs, and that's where you can pick up your phone.
All right. And so did he escort you upstairs?
He did.
All right, we've got the defense team claiming battered spouse syndrome. Jury selection in that case is going to begin on Monday. Ooh, can't wait for this trial. And I also can't wait to bring in our first guest, attorney Frank Bankowitz. He had represented Sarah Boone at one point.
Bankowitz is back. You guys remember this one? I did this video where they interviewed him, and he talked about how his interaction with Sarah Boone was working for her. And we went through everything, like how much they got paid and, how they had to fight for their pay and stuff like that. He is back. So let's see what he has to say today.
If I'm not mistaken, Frank, I believe you were attorney number 6. Is that right, in the long lineup?
That's correct. I was number 6.
Good. Well, it's good to see you back here on the show. We have really enjoyed talking with you, and I want to get your reaction first to what her defense team is saying saying that the judge has denied their request to suppress that 2-hour-long video interrogation. What do you think about that?
Well, he has denied it. He entered an order late yesterday, and the order is actually online. And the judge basically said that she was properly given her rights, that there's no magic to advising someone of their rights pursuant to Miranda. And he cited both Florida Supreme Court decisions as well as United States Supreme Court decisions, although the order itself is 10 pages long.
And Frank, thank you for confirming that. We were trying to get a hold of that document, and perhaps we were looking in the wrong place. But thank you for that. I'm glad we can confirm it has in fact been denied. Now, Sarah Boone claims that in that interrogation she was traumatized. She was traumatized by the event that just happened with her boyfriend, and that she was also intoxicated. And she testified to the same when she took the stand during her suppression hearing. I want to show you a clip of that now, please, Frank.
I was in shock. I was traumatized by the situation, and then trying to focus on everything that was going on at my home. I was hungover. I was still, I believe, intoxicated to a degree.
Okay, so Frank, what do you think this mention of being intoxicated during this time of the morning, the next day after the event, is going to do for her battered spouse syndrome defense, as she says that that is what was going on at the time that she had him zipped up in that suitcase, that she was in fear of him?
Well, the battered spouse syndrome issue is going to come up later on in the trial when she puts her case on. And actually, the state yesterday in court made a statement that they were going to be moving to strike the battered spouse defense, although they haven't filed anything as of this morning. And the intoxication issue, Florida has a long line of cases that say intoxication in and of itself is not a defense. And so I don't think it's going to fly, and I don't think the judge is going to allow it.
Right. And Frank, just to take it a step further, is the state trying to move to strike this because if her perception was altered by the alcohol, then how could it be true that she was perceiving a threat to her person, herself at the time?
That's kind of what they laid out in their closing argument on the motion to suppress. although they gave no specifics as to what they're going to use. But it appeared to me from listening to both the defense argument and the state argument that that's exactly where the state was going, that, she couldn't use this as coercion as far as her statement goes. And I think she was trying to, or her counsel was trying to use the intoxication issue as kind of a part of a coercion issue in the suppression hearing. And the judge specifically addressed that coercion issue in his order also.
Oh, boy, Frank, thank you. This is really helpful to talk with you. I had said yesterday on the show, she just created a big problem by getting up there and talking. If you had to guess, Frank, would you presume it was Sarah Boone's idea to get up there at suppression and not her attorney's suggestion?
Well, probably. Knowing Ms. Boone, I would say she probably demanded that she be allowed to testify. But again, as far as her counsel goes, it's a situation where she's claiming coercion and improper rights. And so.
But you know what? I don't think she can help herself, because narcissists don't know how to stop talking, because they're obsessed with the optics, and narcissists will continue to talk until they feel like they have convinced those who are sitting in a place of judgment that they're innocent or that they're a good person, right? That's what narcissism is. It's an obsession with control. And the number one thing is the optics. They always care about the optics. So they will lie and deny. They'll never admit guilt. They'll never admit that they are at fault for anything, especially something like this. Absolutely not. You can forget about it. They'll take this to the grave. Like Daryl will never admit that he did what he did on purpose. He'll never admit it. Sarah will never admit that she meant to kill Jorge. She'll never admit it. Because narcissism is that. Like it's what you're seeing. It's an inability to shut up. Like even at the advice of professional counsel, she still will most likely never shut up because she's incapable. She can't do it, guys. I'm telling you right now, she cannot do it.
She's got to get up there and say exactly that. I was coerced. I was intoxicated. I didn't know what I was doing. So has to come out of her mouth.
Appreciate it, Frank. And speaking of, many of our viewers think that Sarah Boone is going to testify based on the indication she's given us, not being able to get along with all of the fantastic attorneys that she's had, arguing with the judge, even being very critical of the judge, writing all the letters, the advertisement, all of it. Many of our viewers are saying, yeah, she cannot help herself. This woman is going to want to get on the stand and talk. Do you agree? Do you think she's going to get up there?
Oh, she has to get up there because she has got to explain and set the stage for the battered spouse, jury instructions, and the defense in and of itself. She's the only one who really knows about what happened before that night, other than depending on what the judge is going to allow as far as medical records and prior arrest records.
Appreciate it, Frank. I've got a clip of Sarah's ninth attorney, her current attorney. It's working out, thankfully for the court and everybody involved here. And he's going back and forth with the judge, talking about battered spouse syndrome being the defense. Let's take a look.
Who claims accident?
Are you claiming self-defense?
Yes.
Well, that's the first time that I've heard that.
Judge, I just mentioned it a while ago.
The word self-defense never came out of your mouth.
Judge.
Words that you believe that the state's position is, what you believe that they're going to try to establish, that we don't know what happened before and after that video. The words self-defense have never been uttered this afternoon.
Judge, for the record, we're claiming self-defense. We're utilizing the battered spouse syndrome in conjunction with that defense.
And just to give everyone some context here, that was one of the first appearances that James Owens, Sarah Boone's attorney, now had done on this case. And so that you could see the judge shocked at this. Frank, you weren't shocked, right? Having represented her, was it your intention at the time to
Real quick, do I have anybody who works in the law? Do I have anybody like that watching these videos? Because I really do want to know, do most cases kind of go like this? Like the chaotic back and forth stuff and how long it takes to get to trial. Are a lot of cases like this, or is it just like really the high profile ones that end up this way? Or because I can't imagine being a judge and this is my life every day, just going back and forth with people over the most minute little details about things. And I understand the minute details matter because it can make the difference between somebody walking free and somebody going to jail for a very long time. But I guess maybe I don't have the patience or the temperament for it. Is this what it's usually like though? Because we'll go ahead and bring it back to full screen for the rest of the video. Is it like that all the time? Is that something that judges go through on a daily basis, just arguing with attorneys? Because if so, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have two young children. I do enough of that with them. Like I can't. There ain't no way I could go do that with grown adults. That just wouldn't work. That just wouldn't work. But anyway, we got more Sarah Boone coming in the very near future. I'm working on the videos tonight as we speak. As this video is going up, I'm working on more videos. In the meantime, if you guys are feeling tired after watching one of these videos, go ahead and go over to the playlist Alfonso Sleeps. Yes, that's right. I have very, very long sleeping videos available for you guys now so that you guys can fall asleep to the sound of my voice, as many of you have told me that you do. Thank you for the compliments, by the way. I do appreciate it. I feel like my voice is something that God gave me, and I plan on using it to the betterment of society. And that includes helping people get quality rest. So if you'd like to check it out, it's 432 Hertz guided sleep with voiceover on Alfonso Speaks, Alfonso Sleeps playlist. Make sure you guys check that out. Like, share, subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications, follow me on my social medias, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys next time.